The worst thing ever is like going live because we're in the midst of a conversation and then we have to like break so that we're like just not rambling when we come on, but we probably are. And
I can notice you'd already gone live. This is exactly what happens before we go live. So it's really fun that it's on the other side of the line now.
Right. Yeah. Welcome. So yeah, welcome back. As you all know, we were here yesterday with an Uplift update with Cowie. If you haven't checked it out, I think it was a really good episode to tune into. So please do. We're just gonna have a short quickie today, touch base, do some gratitudes, and just do our regular Corey and Jimmy chill time because it's been a while since we've actually done that. To be honest,
right?
Right. Some nice bees, man.
What?
Some nice.
You just muted yourself.
Some nice bees.
Some nice bees. I didn't see them.
On the background, there's some nice bees. If you haven't been over to check out the latest installation of the Vine Gallery, you should definitely do that. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'm grateful that network equals net worth my mind a lot lately. Jimmy, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for Friday Light.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that too.
Now,
and what happened? Because we can
just.
You want me to play that video?
No, I want you to play this one because like it's really fun, and I just like playing, weird stuff.
Then what happened?
You're on a roll with that one today, aren't you?
I might be. That's because I don't have. Yeah, if I had anything better or smarter to say, I would.
Well, maybe this will pick your brain because this is fun, and hell, let's go back to 2017. Throw that up because this is just fucking hilarious, and yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong with something as classic as dinging bells in convenience stores in the Middle Ages?
So you want me to play a Bud Light commercial?
Oh yeah, we're gonna play it. It's Friday Light.
Oh yeah, it's Friday Light. I get it now, Jimmy. I get it now. Okay, hold on. I don't know why we're doing this, but I know it's gonna be awesome. All right. Actually, I should probably just do this. Boink. There we go. That's better.
If you haven't seen this, you're in for a surprise. It's great.
I haven't. I don't think.
It's a beautiful day for a toast.
Indeed. Sun's out. Got my lucky loincloth, cold Bud Light, comfy throne. I don't have the plague anymore.
Look, it's the Bud Light.
You, hold my beer. You, hold my other beer. Whoops. One more. All right, let's tap this keg. Giddy up, Peanut!
Oh no.
I mean,
Why didn't we just watch this here?
I actually set the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was like, I'm sure there's a point for this, but like,
The Dance of Dragons.
No, I set the whole wrong one. Go research the other Bud Light commercial and watch it. It's pretty funny.
Right.
It's basically him walking into a convenience store in the middle of a battle, and getting beers and then riding off as everyone gets slaughtered.
Okay.
It's pretty funny, and it's Friday Light, and yeah, so like that's see, we're both on the same wavelength, right? Like we've got one frame minds, and they're not really working, which is super fun.
That does kind of describe this morning. Actually, we're still waiting for some docs to get the deal done, and talking to freaking lawyers and doing all the things. And yeah, I just kind of want to nap and or start drinking beer. I don't drink Bud Light, but
Neither do I.
You know, I like hoity-toity beers.
And I mean, you probably shouldn't drink Bud Light after that commercial. It clearly doesn't do anything for you.
Right? Yeah, it gets you killed by the mountain. Nobody needs that shit.
Oh, I can't believe that's the wrong link. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I mean, it was good. But yeah, it's pretty interesting what's going on. It's a nice segue into what's coming up on the 27th. The 27th, we're having our second PvP Coliseum event in the Uplift World. The 27th at the cost-effective Coliseum. But this is kind of a second generation event, and it's going to change things up. So if you don't know what happened for the first PvP Coliseum event, it was pretty awesome. We should probably watch that little trailer that Mickey and his team put together of the recap, because it's a pretty good one.
That's the one that you sent me, right?
Yeah, that's the first.
So this is the recap of the last one. But the only thing anyone really needs to know is that somebody won a bunch of money, and my nephew lit me on fire. Little shit. All right. Welcome to the Coliseum, where okay, there's not really enough time for that. Anyway, just some details. You can pause on those if you want. I posted the link in the to the article that Jimmy just posted up in the comments here.
I think you might be on mute.
Is it? There's some sound down here.
No, you got it. It's okay. I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just really low.
There's Uplift Zen.
That's me.
I know.
Just in case anyone was curious about it. Sort of camera / Yeah, was this the one fight that like it felt like it went a good 10 minutes. Like it was a duel of epic proportions, considering I think my fight lasted about 35 seconds.
Yeah, if you haven't actually watched the Uplifters coverage of it on this channel, it was pretty good. It was you and Jen and Super Sam, I believe. It was pretty fun to listen to you guys banter as it was going on. But like, yeah, hats off to Mickey and his team. Like, these guys have put together this really cool video. I love the cinematography here. It's really well done. Just hours and hours of splicing things together.
Right. That's fun.
Daniel Day in proper British form. What did the Romans ever do for us? They couldn't even get through our wooden wall.
Oh, this is burning and fire and burning. Run away.
Yeah, anyway, you guys kind of get the point, and we'll finish watching this, but we'll talk as well. But yeah, this is the first PvP event, and it was pretty good. Like, I mean, I know everyone who was there enjoyed it, and I know you guys all enjoyed it. However, there were a few things that Chris P thought that he could improve upon, and awesome. I think that this is going to be a really cool thing. So. Let me don't know why my mouse isn't working, but anyway, let me pull up the blog, and we'll go over what's different, because there's a few things that are a little bit different about this one, which I think is really cool. So this could start off a whole new wave. Now, unlike the last one where you had to go through a portal to get there and pay an entrance part, pay download the NFT for the spectator. I've been told that this one you can just /server to get there, which means that anyone can actually come in and see it. So that's one thing. If you want to participate, hopefully we'll get more participants. The other thing is just the story behind what he came up with, and he basically wanted to get rid of the wax entrance fee.
Okay.
And basically have people pay 50 common miners.
Wait, for Upliftium?
No, to be contestants. So if you want to be a contestant, you fill out this form. If you're chosen, you give 50 common miners, and he puts them.
The miners for Upliftium, though.
Sorry. The 50 common miners for Upliftium, and he puts them into a special account with only that. And after the event is over, 80% of those miners go to the winner, to the sole winner. The other 20% of the miners get burned.
They get burned?
Yeah, he burns them into the ground. They're gone for good, forever, right? And so if you understand
that's a good idea.
Right? So if you understand how the pools work, everyone in the community potentially benefits, right?
Like, not even potentially, mathematically.
Like, even if you lose, you benefit, right? And so, like, I mean, if you have those miners in the pools already, then the pool size will get bigger. If you're buying them off of the market, then the market size will get smaller. And so this is the first of, he thinks, what might become, something. Obviously, it's called Bout 1 because there might be a chance that we could do this again, or he could put this on again, right? So it's a really interesting concept that kind of flips the first event on its head, and definitely going to probably be more spectators, I would imagine, and the cost of the miners now are quite a bit lower than the entrance fee was, I believe, for the first one. And again, this is kind of his event that he's putting on, and we don't really have that much to do with it other than posting his idea on the blog and setting up the server for him. So it's pretty cool, and I'm really excited to see how it goes down. So definitely come over here and check out this. Come over here and check out this blog. You can find his official PVB event form on our announcements channel in the Discord, or you can click the link from this blog. You can see where the cost-effective Coliseum article is, and a little fly through by Gary the architect here. So just going to be pretty cool. I guess it's the 24th today, so 25th today, so 2 days from now. Yeah, so that's coming up in a couple of days. Are you gonna let your nephew kill you before the bell again?
I don't know. So right now the base price on those miners is basically, it looks like a little over 1 wax.
Yeah, so it's like it's about, they were a little bit lower when I put the article out a couple hours ago.
So yeah, like 50 wax. Yeah, it's might be a little over 50 wax. Yeah, probably about 60 wax to get in. Fascinating.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people might even have those stashed, and I mean,
I've got a bunch. I just was curious to see if somebody wanted to get into it right off the bat.
So metaverse. So Charm City Coach, like this is one of the things that we want to kind of amplify in the coming year is kind of tournaments, races, events, things like that. So if any of you guys are out there and have ideas for new ways that we can leverage these types of things, or you can leverage them and we can bring them to the fore where people can come and participate, like hit us up. Definitely, like no idea is really off the table unless it's technically difficult, which might be the case. But like we want to explore every single possible option that we can. So yeah, definitely. If you're interested in those and you see things in other places, we can probably replicate it to a certain extent, right? I mean, we're not going to be able to have 3D Fight Club where you are wearing virtual reality goggles quite yet inside of Minecraft, but
yes. Yeah, I think that's like, and again, like when it's definitely something that I think about a fair amount, but yeah, like timeline wise, everyone should have expectations in the year range, not the month range, just so we're all on the same page. But it will definitely be cool when it shows up.
Yeah, and again, like remember, like Minecraft is a base layer that the NFTs that give you development rights are transitioned to. But what's interesting about that is it doesn't always necessarily have to be there. And a good case in point is what we did with Bordalis and Swineland. Those lands are still upgradable for the time being. If you have those lands, you can upgrade and mint yourself basically an Uplift World random land key in one of those worlds. And so the interesting things about NFTs is that you could potentially map one NFT to 100 different places. That's
true.
Yeah, anyone under the impression that we're solely dependent on Minecraft might be a little bit wrong. Just leave it there. Because we're not. I mean, we choose to use Minecraft because it works, and Corey dies a lot less there than he did in Fortnite. Sorry, no, but like it really. If you go back to our earlier shows, all the explanations on why it was beneficial, why Corey and his friends, went there in the first place, and why Corey decided that it was a good place to boot up. Well, now in hindsight, seems pretty obvious because we're not the only ones doing it, right? Although I would say that we're kind of, at least from a community standpoint, heads and heels above the rest.
Right.
No one connects as well as we do. Let's just put it that way. Tons of events, tons of tournaments. Again, Charm City Coach, reach out to us if you got ideas because we'd love to make them happen. On that note, there's another event coming up. I forget the dates now, but if you go back in the logs on this channel at, I believe, 10 p.m. On Jen's awesome show yesterday, I joined her for another event that I'll get to that in a second. Formula 38. Another event that's coming, which is basically an amazing race in the Uplift over in, I believe, London. And they've got this kind of community that is over there, this membership community that, they built this thing, and you're going to go in there. You're going to be matched to a partner, and you're going to do this amazing race. It's much better if you go and check out their actual, description alongside Jen. She will kind of walk you to the plot from Spawn, and we have a little bit of a conversation about the event, but it seems like it's going to be really cool and really interesting. So Corey, do you want to take this one? Formula 38 is asking, is Uplift built on NFT Worlds?
No, it's not. We were actually around a lot sooner than NFT Worlds. We've been around for about a year. Last I checked, they went live about 10 minutes ago. I mean, they're crushing it on Ethereum. There's no way around that fact. Their floor prices are bananas, which is really fun to watch. But yeah, no, we're paying attention to what they do. We are exclusively on the Wax blockchain right now. We'll be multi-chain by the end of the year. No, we're not built on NFT Worlds, but we're excited for what they're doing. I think it's ultimately like that. Seeing Minecraft as the base layer of the metaverse. I think it's going to be many projects because there's going to be a lot of ways to skin this particular cat, and I think there's real possibilities of all being able to connect together, which I find deeply fascinating.
Yeah, and I mean, right off the bat, there's some major differences, right? Like, I mean, one of the things with NFT Worlds, I think I have this right. You have to host your own server, right?
Yeah. We host all the servers; they're all connected together automatically.
So, I mean, like, in some ways that might be great. In other ways that might be really problematic, right? It depends on who you are and what you're looking for. And I mean, I think it's like saying, you know, what you're saying too is kind of like saying, oh man, like I use Jimmy's server for only playing Minecraft because like Corey's server is like not fun. Like there's hundreds of thousands of servers out there in Minecraft, and different people are choosing them for different reasons. And you've got millions of players, right? So
yeah, and it's like the fractionalized thing, you know, like everybody gets, you know, a piece of land, but you have neighbors, right? So I'm not really sure how that's supposed to work out with those. One thing I do want to test out is if you do meet anybody with Formula 38 from NFT Worlds or who has one, I think we can fractionalize them and, you know, get them, you know, a bunch of NFTs that they can then sell, even on the Wax blockchain if they wanted to, but probably on Ethereum at some point this year as well, and then connect that into the Uplift, if I'm not mistaken. So there could be some really interesting ways where our two communities can really benefit each other, which is that's kind of my jam anyway. I'm always looking for, you know, how to increase the network size, because your network is your net worth.
All right, buckle up because it's time for one of Jimmy D's crazy parallels. I live in Japan. There's two amazing cities here. One is called Tokyo. The other is called Osaka. They're in constant competition. And Tokyo beats us out every time, but Osaka wins on the food level. However, globally, they're understood as two of the most profound, most wonderful, most advanced cities in the world. And they basically are the iconic structure of the backbone of Japan. Now, for me, that's what business should be about. It should be about, you know, collaboration, competition, in a way that drives both people to succeed in their own kind of style and way. And that's what I like about what you just said, Corey, because I think there's a serious potential with some of these other metaverses that are coming out for all of us to just take and adapt and all become better at the same time.
Yep. I agree. Sorry, I'm just buying up some miners. I think I'm going to sponsor somebody again. I'm not going to fight because I suck like really badly. But I think I would like to sponsor somebody for MKY's event.
Maybe we should. It's not Mickey. Sorry, it's not MKY. It's MKY did the video.
Who's running the event?
Chris P.
Crispy.
Yeah. No. CRIS.
Yeah. Chris
P.
I don't know that I have met Chris P.
I don't know, but he I think he might have done the first one as well. He's in the Telegram. You can find him as Chris CHRIS with a giant P. So I don't know if that's his name or there he is. See there, Chris. See, he's in the comments. The dude with the life jacket. That's Chris. That Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I'm pretty sure it's that Chris. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same one.
Man, I don't know if I can handle my what is he, 8-year-old nephew? He's too much. He's too much
cheating nephew, right? Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know you could set each other on fire, but I think everybody used that after the fact. So, it was pretty fucking funny. It was really funny. Anyway, yeah, no, I think I'd rather maybe do a community vote or something, and everybody can help pick who I should sponsor, and then I'll sponsor them. I think I have enough new miners now. Let's buy a few more just in case.
I wonder. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should. Maybe if our sponsor wins, they can get an extra prize.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe we'll throw in like an Upliftium. Maybe we'll throw in like a, you know, Upliftium NFT or something, but only if they win.
I mean, I'd throw crystallized Upliftium NFT in for the winner.
Yeah. Well, no, only if our sponsor wins.
Nah, just like let's just throw it in the ring.
Okay, well, we could do that. But,
I mean,
I like the idea of people vying for our sponsorship.
I know.
The evil genius in me is coming out. Like,
how many of these things did we put out?
A lot, but this is why it's a brilliant idea. This is why it's good, right?
It's like, no, I'm just thinking like even the price on these things generally, with where Upliftium is likely going in the near future, like I think I might just have to start buying these anyway.
And like the good of his heart and his soul, he's not keeping any of this. 20% gets burned, 80% goes to the winner. That should be crazy.
He should be keeping 5%.
That's what I said, but I lost that argument. Anyway, but like it's really interesting. We've got all of these people out there that are wanting to do these things for the community, and that's what makes it real. Actually, I want to address something because there was a little bit of an incident in the Discord today.
Okay,
and so somebody dug something up or found something that concerned them. And,
okay.
They said, okay, hey, why were 25 lands moved from the Uplift Services account to a gambling platform? All right, so that's my bad.
Gambling platform?
just hear me out. That's my bad. All right, so Corey and I, we have when we first started, right, in Genesis and a little bit in Gratitude. Certain communities who helped us bootstrap this whole metaverse, they were given, community plots to come in and start building. This is before like even the NFTs.
Before we were open, yeah.
Before we were open, right?
Before anything was working. And
if you go back in time, you'll find a great article on the blog called Uplifters Tower, the Tuttle building, and the surrounding plots. And one of where we do the Gratitudes, where you see us on the show do the Gratitudes, that was one of those community plots for our channel, for our team,
right?
And those plots actually, we've just kind of like, they've always just been sitting in the Uplift Services account. We've never actually we've had the ability to go and put up signs or put things in there, but we've never actually held the NFTs or minted the NFTs. So we decided to mint the NFTs in preparation for this next move forward. We actually need to make sure that we have them so that they don't actually get mistakenly given away or delegated to somebody else. Because if we lose Uplifters Tower, we're really not confident at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so we needed to move them, and I volunteered to move them. And so I had this account from a really long time ago that I had never used. And I said, okay, let's do this. Let's send them to this account. And we'll get everyone the details so that we can whitelist people and people can come in and build. Corey and I have some really cool ideas that we're not going to reveal yet, but like we've got, the central plot, and we've got some ideas that we want to build it out. So we'll do that. And we moved it to the account. And I woke up this morning and there was a message that said, hey, why is it going to a gambling account? And I'm like, oh man, like we're not gambling these away.
Where'd the gambling account even come from? Like, how does that make any sense?
EOS on EOS, there used to be this old gambling platform called eosbet.io.
I remember that.
And eosbet.io transferred over in the same way that prospectors transferred over to Wax. Okay. And if you had ever used the platform, they gave you a free Wax account. And so I had this free Wax account sitting there, and I was just like, well, we've never used it. Like the only thing that was in that Wax account was like the first 100,000, like the first 1 million Wax account. Like there was a badge. It had never been used before that. And I was like, okay, well, let's just throw that up there, right? And it's like, then like all these people, but however, one person brought it up. It was said in the Discord. I went in there, I explained the case. I said, if you need more proof, I'm more than happy to give you more. And the reaction I got was like, thank you very much. Thumbs up, done, over with, like perfect. Like this, if you guys have questions, legitimate questions, ask us and we can quell your concerns, right? Like we're not these nefarious backroom, dealers are trying to gamble away funds under your noses.
How do you even link that? Whatever. I mean,
But hats off to this guy. He had a question. He came forward. He asked. It's solved, and that's perfect, right? This is what we need 100%. You guys to do, right? Like it doesn't need to be like, oh no, I just gotta figure out like. Dude, seriously, like we're really open. And like my bad, I never even thought about it. It's like I used that account once, maybe to log in and check it out way back in my early EOS days. And I just like the fact that it's actually called Earn, because it's like, hey, Wax, Earn. like I totally forgot it was associated with my gambling days. I've kind of put that behind me because you know, I did kind of do that on New Year's Eve one time. I lost a really lot of EOS, but
that's not good.
You know, it was really bad.
Right,
I went back for more, and I lost it again.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Never gamble on New Year's Eve by yourself with a bottle of wine.
That sounds like really, really good advice, dude. Like tremendously good advice.
I'm pretty sure if you go back to last year, like not this past year, 2021, but 2020, when we first started our show, I'm pretty sure I told this story, drinking a bottle of wine with you on New Year's Eve, actually. Kind of vaguely familiar. So
that does sound familiar.
Anyway, hats off to people who are asking questions and receptive to positive answers. I mean, we're very appreciative for that. I just want to say how much I love all of you for chilling out and hanging out and doing what you do. Corey, do you have anything else that you want to go over before we let these fine young people go about their days?
That's a good question. I think probably not. Yeah, no. I'm excited that like this event. It's all the reasons why the DAO, even though like getting, you know, all of us up to speed on how this is going to operate and what the conditions are going to be and what that's going to feel like, yada yada yada, right? I think giving everyone that sense of ownership, Formula 38 to that point, like we're giving, you know, we're in the process of buying the company from the parent company for a good chunk of change. When that's done, we're going to be moving over to a DAO. I'm giving 25% of the DAO tokens to the 10 people that are coming that have been with me from the very beginning. So they're going to be getting an ownership stake in the DAO, and 25% is going to go to landholders. So for every NFT that you have in your wallet, when we do the 2 drops that we're going to do over the next 6 months, you'll get some DAO token. And you know the 2 biggest reasons for that, we want everyone's voice to be heard. We want to really understand the sentiment of our players and the people that feel really passionate about it. Like the kind of people that, you know, like Chris P, that are going to go out and, you know, do this amazing event and really like kind of show us the way, right? Like this is like, you know, this is fun. This is really cool. But we're going to be doing revenue sharing as well. So over 25% of our revenue is going to be going to the DAO token holders. So that's everybody, right? So I'm going to have some, the team's going to have some, and the landholders are going to have some. And we're super excited about that. And that's going to be primary, secondary, you know, on a regular cadence, maybe quarterly, I think, just because we want to not burden ourselves with too much accounting. But we're going to be doing some really, honestly, kick-ass revenue sharing stuff that's going to be pretty epic. So if you wanted to buy more lands, you could do that. I mean, I've been buying land personally myself the whole time. I think I'm around 200 right now. And you know, I sadly have only been to about 20 of them, but building on some of them and you know, giving a bunch away, that kind of thing. But
I mean, and some of us have bought packs that we haven't even opened yet, right? Like, so there was like right. Cowie came into the Discord the other day, a couple of days ago, and he's just like, "Hey, I opened this pack and I got 100 by 100," and I'm like, "Right? I bet you I went in like to the site." And I was like, holy shit, I got like 3 packs that I haven't opened. So I opened them all and I'm like, whoa, it's sweet. Like, right. So like, cool. Check it out. Cause like, yeah, I mean, unless you're Ken Bozak, you probably want to open your packs.
That fucking guy. He never will. Is there any special focus on creative or survival servers? Not from us. I mean, like there's new features that have come out for the survival worlds. We have on our list some features to toggle for creative worlds. You know, I think it really depends on you know, how you want to play them. And if it's just like an economic sort of investment thing, I honestly couldn't tell you what's better. Genesis is doing really well, but Chicken Ka Survival World is doing really well. You know, I think the survival worlds are just getting used to having shops working. You can buy, sell, and trade stuff for Upliftium. Like, you know, and you can set up shops
Right.
now.
Probably the most active server right now is probably, well, the most active survival server is probably Uplift. There's tons of people in there every day, right? There's
Right.
a
Yeah.
big community, right?
It's really consistent. And so yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I think having a bunch of land right now is good. I think land prices will. I don't like to talk about price, but you know that it'll be really shocking to me if land prices are less in 6 months than they are right now. Let's put it that way.
Now, Formula 8, like, it depends. Like, are you so are you a Minecrafter or not, right? Like, if you're a Minecrafter,
Right. It's like yeah, if you're using them, then it's just your play style, right? Like if you want to build a gallery and you're kind of new at Minecraft and you just want to, do some stuff or have like an NFT store with QR codes, that kind of thing, creative might be the way to go, right? But if you really love Minecraft, if you love the process of it, then survival worlds might be where you want to focus.
And if you have a Genesis and an Uplift land and you have any cool builds, like, let me know, because we'll do a feature post on where we hide all the alpha.com. Go over there and see these feature posts. That actually brings me to one more point. Like, somebody reached out to me today or yesterday. We were talking. He asked me where the best server for him to put a picture install in was, for visibility. And I told him in private what I thought according to his situation. And it turned out that he has 3 plots. And I said, let's do a feature article on you. And he said, well, like, do I have to pay for features? And I said, at this point, no, you don't. And if it's up to me, if you're doing a cool build, you will never have to pay for features, because that's what I want to do. You can write your own. I can edit it. We can put it up on the blog. Now, we've been toying around with the idea of, like, maybe charging Upliftium for shop features and things like that. Like, I think that might not be a bad idea, but just so that you guys know, like, whatever you guys want to throw out there on the blog in terms of blog builds, like hit me up, because I want to get as much content about as many amazing builds as you guys are doing in survival and creative out there as humanly possible. So, like, now's the time, the more people that find out about amazing builds in the Uplift world, the better we're all going to be, right? And going back to Corey, this is one of the reasons I love him. Sometimes he goes off the rails, but most of the time he apologizes for it. And 99% of the time, he just wants to make everyone's lives better. So get that through your skulls. He's actually, I'm the closet arsonist, and he's the closet nice person.
The closet nice person. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's thanks for that, Jimmy. I will attempt to earn that praise over and over until I feel like I actually deserve it. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I mean, there's a yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. For me, 38, we actually have to take off. We're going to do a short one today, and
but hit us up in the Discord if you
have
possible
Discord
questions.
But like, we do this almost every weekday, usually every weekday at 9 a.m. I would love to entertain all those things. Like having tech AMAs around this. We should do that, Jimmy, where we just.
I was thinking about that just today, actually.
Like we specifically like Tech Talk on a Tuesday next week. Say if we don't have a guest, let's just make it like an Uplift Tech Q&A, right? Because I know people have questions about the servers and like the challenges that we have around those, and like how we get more people in and what the constraints are and how we might fix them, right? How we might jujitsu around those things to increase our numbers, that kind of thing. So that might be really cool. And then Formula, you can join us for that and ponder it and just hit us up with all the questions. Hey, I have to run right now. Rockwell's calling me.
See you guys later. Thank you. And mata